Sarah Kroger, welcome back to the Katie McGrady Show.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be with you today.
So we are airing this on Holy Thursday. We're recording it on the Monday of Holy Week.
Okay.
So people are entering into the full-blown, the highest holy days of the year. And I said it on Monday's show. We know Christmas is coming because we've got all these things surrounding us. There's trees, there's lights, there's carols, there's gifts. And then Easter, you have an Easter ham and a bunny and some eggs. We don't have the same stuff.
Yeah.
So I was thrilled to hear that you are literally releasing Easter music.
Yeah.
You told me about this incredible project. So tell us a little bit about Easter hymns, these 4 songs you're releasing for Easter.
Yeah. I mean, a couple years ago, I had this idea that I wanted to kind of record music that was season specific, because it's not something that I've really done as a Catholic artist in the past. So I had this idea to do it, and then kind of just tackled it one year, Advent hymns, which we talked about a couple months ago, and then also some Easter hymns. And when it came to picking songs for this project, there are a lot of Easter songs, but some of them, to be quite honest, are a little cheesy. One of the ones that we did on this record is Christ the Lord is Risen Today. And every time, I love it. It's a classic. I grew up singing it, but every recorded version of it, I'm like, I just don't. Literally when I chose that one, I was like, I don't know how we're going to make this not cheesy. But the lyrics are so powerful. And that's the beautiful thing about hymns is the lyrics. I wish that I could interview some of these writers of the hymns because they're so profound and poetic and beautiful and clearly a result of a relationship with the Lord and a close walk with him. And the lyrics of that song are just stunning. And so when it came to choosing hymns for this record, that was one of them that I was like, I have to do it. And we have to do it in a way that kind of strips away the cheesy elements of maybe the chords or when you hit the different, the way you arrange it musically. I wanted it to be something that just felt kind of stark and meditative as you enter into this really victorious season, obviously, but also provide people with a space to contemplate the mystery and the wonder that is the resurrection of Christ, So that was kind of the goal with it. And yeah, I feel like we accomplished that with these songs.
I think so. You sent me a link earlier and I was listening to it. We'll play a clip for folks too when we edit this all nicely together. I was struck by hymns are, the technical term, they're public domain. So anybody can play it.
Yeah.
You're
Record
probably
it.
going to hear Christ the Lord is Risen Today on Sunday. That's the banger, right? The organ hits, whether your cantor can sing it or not, you're going to sing it.
Yep.
But I love that you're taking it and you're making a hymn that we are all familiar with into a moment of worship that I would want to play in my car. I'm the weirdo in the Catholic world that will sometimes occasionally go play just choir recordings of great Catholic songs. Because who doesn't want to sing Be Not Afraid sometimes when you're driving through a rainstorm?
Yep.
But
On
I feel
Eagle's Wings.
Yeah, not just funerals, right? It's not just for Catholic funerals. But this could totally sit in a Spotify Now worship playlist or air on SiriusXM's The Message. And we Catholics know, that's one of our classics.
Yeah.
And yet it's also now making its way into this contemporary Christian worship. You are in that world.
Yeah.
Did the people you record with, the people you're in the label with, do they know? Ooh, this is secret Catholic stuff that we're infiltrating and not infiltrating. It makes it sound sneaky, but every Catholic is going to, it's like when Matt Maher put transubstantiation at the beginning of a song and we're like, that's us, that's ours, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. It's we recognize this. What was that marriage of them like for you?
Yeah. It's really interesting because for so long, I'm actually not with the label anymore, but when I was with the label and we were working on hymns projects specifically, it was so interesting for me to discover really popular Protestant hymns and them to discover really popular Catholic hymns because they're some of them there is crossover. Be Thou My Vision is popular in both spaces, but there were some that I had never heard of that so many of my friends grew up singing and vice versa. Here I Am, Lord, what a classic! That was one of the ones that I heard from when I was tiny, tiny. It's just kind of ingrained in your system. And so, yeah, it's kind of an opportunity to kind of like showcase and highlight these beautiful pieces of music that we've known for the longest time, but that maybe some Protestants out there have never heard before, and vice versa. Like I'm continually blessed by discovering new hymns that I just never knew of. So it's kind of like a beautiful ecumenical shared like bridge building activity to be able to showcase some of these things that people maybe have never heard before.
Do
But
you have
they should.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Be Thou My Vision is the perfect example. How Great Thou Art is having a new Catholic moment. And for like a long time, I feel like that song wasn't allowed at certain things. Like maybe not allowed is the wrong word. I just feel like when I would hear it, it'd be like, that's the Baptist song.
Yeah.
And then we Catholics would kind of borrow it.
Yeah.
But like, Be Thou My Vision, Amazing Grace, Crossover Appeal, Oh Holy Night, and Silent Night, which
many
frequently remind people Catholic priests had lots to do with, right? And the way these were created. Do you have a favorite of these four?
Oh gosh. I think honestly, it wasn't my favorite going in, and I realized that I talked crap about it at the beginning of this conversation. But Christ the Lord is Risen Today, I really was like approaching that hymn. I was like, this is a classic, and everyone's gonna know it, and everyone's heard it, and it's in your psyche from the time you were a kid. But like I've always just felt truly like that it just feels cheesy. I don't know how to say it other than that. It just feels cheesy, and so I really wanted to approach it from a place of like, what would this feel like if you were sitting on the Sea of Galilee the morning that Jesus rose from the dead, and you see that you're watching the sunrise, and like, what would that song in that moment feel like? And that's what we kind of came up with for the arrangement of that song. And I like weep every time I hear it now, just thinking about the apostles like sitting at the tomb and the morning that the resurrection happened, the sun rising, and like the hope that's building maybe in their chest, like that they don't even know what's about to happen. That feeling is what I feel like every time I hear that arrangement of that song. And I feel like that's what we were able to capture with it. So
yeah.
That's my favorite.
I love that it's trying to evoke, and that's what music does. It's trying to evoke within us a different sense of this is different. This moment is different. I have to sing. I can't just say it, right? Like there's a reason. I'm always struck by at the Easter liturgy. I always forget we don't do the Gloria during Advent and Lent. And so then when you hear it a couple times during Lent for some of these solemnities, it feels very stark.
Yeah.
And you're much more grateful for it when you finally arrive at Easter. And then even during Easter octave days, which of course last year were very strange because we were also in mourning for the Pope. So we had Easter octave, we're Gloria-ing at the same time that we're sad about Pope Francis. So it feels like we're ready for some Easter joy this year in a new way. And I think your hymns will certainly help us in all of that.
I hope so. Yeah. I hope people enjoy listening to them, and it's going to be great.
Now, real quick, you're headed to Italy.
Yeah.
What's on the docket? And then you're going to go to one of the smallest countries in the world for some concerts. Give us kind of a preview of what we'll see on your social media, because you're going to share it, right?
Yeah,
or
for
you need
sure.
to, at least.
Unfortunately, if you don't want to see Italy, don't be following my social media right now. We're going for fun. Like, we never do trips like this. We're always working. We're always on the road. But this time we're taking my in-laws to Italy. We're going to Naples and the Amalfi Coast over Easter. I'm really excited. I've heard there's some really cool like processions and just like Italian Catholic traditions in that area over Easter. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then we're going to Gibraltar to visit some friends there, and we're doing a worship night in Gibraltar at their cathedral. I think it is literally the smallest country, if not one of the smallest countries.
I think it's like Vatican City, Monaco, San Marino, and Gibraltar. Like those are like the tiny little baby countries.
So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited to experience that place too, and all the beautiful people that are there. So that's what's happening in the next couple of weeks. So if you don't want to see that, just click the mute button. Because
don't get too jealous.
I will be spamming your feed with gluten-free pastas from Italy.
I love it. Yeah, no, Bartolo Longo is in Naples. So one of the more recent saints that Leo canonized. So
Really?
yeah, in the cathedral. You should go. I'll
Okay,
text
we're
you.
gonna go.
Yeah, Father Patrick Mary Briscoe had made me a huge fan of Bartolo Longo, and he's like one of our newest saints. So
Amazing. I don't know anything about him, so I
Yeah.
can't wait to check it out.
he's a pretty cool guy. He was like under demonic influence, was a satanic priest, had this massive conversion, made
Wow.
Our Lady of the Rosary like a thing. So he might be your new buddy on this trip. I'll send you some info.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Yeah,
I can't
it'll
wait.
be awesome. Well, Sarah, where can we listen to this music when it drops
Yeah.
for Easter?
Anywhere you listen digitally, so Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all the places. That would be great if you check it
Awesome.
out.
We'll
Love
post some links. We'll cross-post it over to Sirius XM's The Message. We'll make sure they play it. I'll tell Ashley
Thanks,
Till she
guys.
needs it on the countdown. So thanks so much, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.